Hello everyone. Today is Tuesday, July 7th, 2020. I don't know if y'all care, but I'm trying to not blind myself, but I'm trying to use the flashlight so y'all can see my face. Um uh I don't know if y'all would rather see my face so you don't mind me recording in the dark. Um Oh well, I just put the thing down, but so the ground is super wet. I was so tired. I called myself. It was like 7:15. I called myself trying to quote unquote go to bed when there's no bed here, but doggone concrete. That gay guy in Greenville, South Carolina, the gay homeless guy, naked to the concrete jungle. He was a perp too. So don't talk about how I'm wrong for calling somebody gay. Let me offend these doggone gang stalkers, okay? So you say you targeted, but when I call up a gang stalking perp a fag, you want to get or retarded or something. You want to get offended. Shucks, they can call us those names, and you still be friends with them. So it's like people do not block Chief Handler. They'll just tell him to fuck off, or like people always tell me, ignore the perps. But it seems like they either block they either argue back with him, or they they either argue back with Chief Handler, or they like and heart his comments, So there's a black guy, he calls himself Target Handler. He only tried to perp me once on YouTube. So there's Target Handler, Chief Handler, and Vice Handler. Vice Handler, they say, is bigger than Chief Handler, but he's not that well known on YouTube. But he trolls people on Facebook. So Vice Handler is the one that tried to tell me. He admitted to my, well, not to my face, but he admitted to me directly that, yeah, we start rumors about you and lie and say that you're a gang stalker and you perp people for $100 an hour and stuff like that. And we're glad we ruined your reputation, but that could all be cleaned. You were almost about to go viral, and all your bad reputation, your false bad reputation, could be clean if you just join us. And I'm like, what a damn joke, So, it's like, I tried to go to bed at 7:15 last night, and I got no sleep at all. Or it might have been one of those moments where I don't remember falling asleep, being asleep, or waking up. But they've been messing with my feet off and on since yesterday evening. My both of my feet are vibrating right now, feet and legs. I'm supposed to ignore that too. So I was able to sleep for a short time and have a small dream. It was after 3 o'clock this morning. Around 1 o'clock, I felt afraid that I felt bad enough that I started to feel the need to go to the emergency room. But I'm like, nope, I'm not going to the ER tonight. They try to control me, try to hit me with the doo-doo weapons. I call it the doo-doo weapons when they try to force me to diarrhea. I try to fight back against that. I'm like, I'm not going to let myself diarrhea, And I guess eventually that urge went away, I said, I'm not going to make diarrhea tonight. Then you're not going to make me diarrhea tonight. The moon looks like it's full. The sky is cloudy. So this is crazy. How every time I try to fall asleep, after 3 o'clock this morning. Or was it after 1? No, it was after 3 o'clock this morning. Every time I try to fall asleep, hold up. Every time after I try to fall asleep and then it start raining, I grab my stuff and hurry up and run underneath that little shelter of that building that I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be there, if I'm allowed to be there. You know, I don't want to take any chances of falling asleep there anymore, since that's now a business. It's not vacant anymore. So 3 times I try to fall asleep and then it rained on me. They're doing this on purpose. Having all the loud trucks, pickup trucks pass by on purpose to hold me up. So I would try to fall asleep. And the moment I fall asleep, it ended up raining, and then I hurry up and grab my stuff and then run underneath the shelter part of the next building. And then, like, shortly after, it stops. That happened 3 times within the past hour or two, you know. And it's like, make me feel like the weather revolves around you, you know. So if I try to, the ground, this time, the 3rd time, they make sure the ground was wet enough that, you know, I can't, the ground is wet enough. The 3rd time, it rained a little longer and a little harder. And then it, I just saw lightning. It rained hard enough and loud, and they got my left foot vibrating. It rained hard enough and loud enough that they made sure the ground was wet this time, and to ensure that I can't go back to sleep. You know, that's crazy. I mean, I know they say it's run by satellites and stuff. Some people have their own personal beliefs about what's what in the targeted individual community, but I would, you know, I'm still learning. I still have a lot to learn myself, and you know, I want to know the truth. I don't want to know people's opinions, you know. And they still got my left foot vibrating. They don't want me to sleep. I mean, I just couldn't. Oh, now they got my whole, like, I just felt electrical shock pain throughout my stomach and my right arm. Like this pain, through all my stomach. I don't know. It's just all of a sudden, what the fuck are y'all doing? They like shocking my whole body, and they hit, you know, they still, you know, having me vibrating. So it's like another night of sleep deprivation. And seeing that yesterday afternoon, I was dozing off at the mall in the food court after I ate lunch. And, you know, me trying to fight sleep, it was just uncontrollable. You know, I had no control over it. Then I started to doze off. And it's like, how the hell are people going to say you can't do something that you have no control over, that you're not allowed to do it? You know, and what's next? You're going to tell somebody you're not allowed to breathe? Oh, yeah, y'all already doing that, forcing people to wear a mask, you know. So, it's like, it's like, I guess they want me to feel like the weather revolves around me, just so that people can be like, oh, you're not all that special. Well, I'm special in a bad way, not in a good way, a bad kind of special, you know. So, I've been pretty much haven't had a chance in life, you know, that I'm considered a bad person. Even in kindergarten, everybody hated me, you know. So they hated me and thought I was a bad child. But there were other kids who were bullied and picked on in kindergarten or elementary school, and then they're popular and well liked by the time we get to junior high and high school. But me, I stayed bullied and hated and abused all my life and just eliminated out of the face of this earth. And as I said in another video, that my first episode of discrimination that I remember, I was 3 years old. Bobbing for apples for Halloween. Well, you did me a favor, because I heard that bobbing for apples for Halloween, it was an occult ritual anyway. So you did me a favor, Miss Deidre from the nursery. You know, when you punish me from going to the movies and watching TV, foster mom fake, and you did me a favor. See, normally it would be quiet until at least 5. But because I'm doing a video now, there's all this high traffic. You know, I guess they switching up their methods. And then, like, the second time I got up to go run underneath the little shelter right here of the shelter part of the building to protect myself from the rain. It was a gray Honda Accord that stopped, like came there and stopped immediately. And by the time I tried to get out my camera and film it, that's when the person hurried up and pulled off, you know. So I couldn't even get that person. I have a picture of yesterday I was on a bus with the gay perp bus driver who's black and delusionally believes he's white. He told me not one word on the bus. And he had the funny headlights, and he had all the lights off on the bus. I get on the bus, and he wait till after I get on the bus to put the lights back on. And then he was doing stuff like making deliberately like slam on the brakes while we're at a stop sign on purpose to make the bus jerk. And I was like inches away from cussing him out or telling him something. I knew he was doing that on purpose, you know. And so he was scheduled to come at 6:15 yesterday, and he came 18 minutes late. And he came and I was the only passenger. I guess he must have knew I was going to be the only one. And he came at exactly 6:33 to pick me up from the mall, the military bus. He came at exactly 6:33, and then shortly after I saw like an orange. I took a picture of it, but I had just missed it clearly. You know, the light, the traffic light turned just that fast. We were sitting in traffic like forever, and that's when he was manipulating and jerking the bus. Was slamming on the brakes on purpose while we were still in motion. And then, at first I thought something was wrong with the bus, but then I realized he was doing that shit on purpose, you know. And so then shortly after that, like an orange Dodge Charger with a Freemason license plate, I had just missed it, but I was able to get a picture of the car, but I didn't get to get a clear perfect, like it was sat right by us, and I hurried up and tried to get out my phone, and it's like they jam your phone on it's new phone they're attacking too. They jam your phone on purpose so that you won't have evidence, you know, or they make it very hard to have evidence. You know, that's why I say my phone, you know, protects me, you know, with these bastards to show everything they're doing, you know. So Also yesterday, this guy, I mean, it was started raining pretty bad. So, and then I had another hour to wait for the bus. The buses run every 2 hours. This young 23-year-old, he had on a red shirt. He offered me a ride in his car with his truck with the loud, where he can manipulate the hydraulics or whatever in the truck. And I don't even know if he was a fake nice perp, but he offered me a ride all the way to the mall for free. But, I wonder if he just rolled me in his car just so he can torture me with the loud music. He had on a red shirt, but I called him myself trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I know this guy said, well, don't accept rides from strangers, So, it was starting to pour down raining. Yes, it poured down raining yesterday. But the guy, he had on a red shirt, and he was a white guy and 23 years old. And he, was manipulating the hydraulics in his truck. Plus, he had the boom loud bass or whatever. And it's like, he asked me, does this music bother you? I said, yes, I have hypersensitive ears. And then he stopped for a few seconds and then went back again and made me almost want to jump out the truck. But it seems like nowadays you can't even trust females. So, I mean, it started to pour down raining like really bad, but y'all might think I'm just this crazy person who just accept rides from anybody. There was a point in time I thought it was a conspiracy. It seemed like, when I was staying at that $35 hotel, it was a white lady that offered me a ride, and it's like, I had a thought in my head, wow, people always want to offer me a ride in their raggedy, dirty car, their dirty vehicle. They offer me a ride. I'm like, I hardly ever get a ride offering somebody's, it doesn't have to be new, but a car that's decent and clean. It can be older, 2007 model, but it's like how do people ride around and they have how do people ride around in filthy cars all the time, So, I was like, well, wow, people always offer me a ride in their dirty car, their dirty vehicle, and I was wondering if those were fake nice perps, that just want to gross me out, recently somebody offered me a ride in their, seemed like brand new Honda Odyssey van, but it's like, well, where my storage unit is, it's a 10-minute walk from the bus stop, and it looks, I wouldn't say, it looks kind of like the country, So me walking down there, it's either, I get gang stalked heavily, but I don't want y'all to think I don't appreciate stuff. It's just, people even tell me, be careful and don't trust everybody, But, I see some people have they have a decent heart, like the lady who gave me $20 and some ice cream, and the other guy who paid for my food the other day and stuff. And another guy who paid for my food plus gave me $20, So, don't take it as I even think nice people are bad too. Don't take that at all at what I'm saying, So, it's like you never know people's doggone agenda, I don't even know if they're just using that, knowing I need help, if they're just using that to build up a false justification and be like, look, she asks people for help, and then when she get it, she don't appreciate it. Ha ha ha. So they're probably building that false thought up. But no, if help is genuine, then I do appreciate it, But and my back is itching. It's like I need a bath so bad. And I'm going to say it again. Yes, I'm like menstruating right now and hadn't got to have a bath, since Friday, and it wasn't a thorough one. And it's already Tuesday. And then, y'all will frown upon me if I go into the hotel or motel and go try to get some rest in the shower and stuff, That lady's still manipulating and playing games, the lady with the cats. So it's amazing. All this time I'm sitting here doing this video and it's not raining, but if I try to go to sleep again, it's going to start pouring down. And then I go home and pack my stuff and run underneath the shelter, and then it's stopped raining. So I think that's what I'm going to do later on with the little money I have left, Shucks, I don't know if I might have to panhandle and beg for the rest of the month. I don't know. But I don't know if it would be a bad thing if I just sat here and let myself get rained on, but then I'll be cold and uncomfortable around this time of the month. Time of the year. I still get cold at night, So I'm not sure if I said everything I needed to say. I'm not sure if I said everything I needed to say. But so I'm going to go now. Bye-bye.